Hello, it's Craig with Robinson Roofing. Hey, I want to show you something today I have never seen before, and I suppose my frustration um, is just my experience. I just don't know, but I would just hope that people stop hiring cheap roofing contractors. If you see what I'm seeing, what this is, so we're at a home in Stanwood, Washington, and this is a manufactured home. There's several problems to this roof, but I'm just going to show you one. And I really want you to see this because I keep on coming across work like this. And not everybody chooses us. And sometimes people are afraid to say why they didn't choose us. Sometimes that what they claim is price. Sometimes it means that they don't understand the value of our service over someone else. They think they're getting the same for less. And that's usually not the case. Now, that being said, the dilemma is, well, but I've hired cheap before and got good results. So that you get what you pay for. I've never really bought into that mantra or that saying. I guess it's a saying more than a mantra, but you get what you pay for. Some people are out there to, collect a lot of money off you and essentially take more than it's worth. That being said, you can almost guarantee that if you go on the low end to get something similar to this, and again, I've never seen this before. So we're on a manufactured home, getting back to the point. And at one time, if you see the original opening here, it's really hard to tell, but one time this really had a deck-mounted skylight, a bubble top, just plastic piece that was essentially glued to the roof itself. Very common on manufactured homes. Well, when they replaced this roof 15 years ago or so or more, they decided, well, let's make life easy on ourselves rather than worrying about this custom bubble top skylight. We will build a curb right on top of the shingles. Either it happened when they were replacing the roof, or this skylight was reused and eventually broke with a branch, or whatever the case was. Somebody just said, yeah, just build a curb and put a off-the-shelf curb-mounted skylight on it. So not good. Anyway, I've never seen that before, but if I can encourage you, please do not go the cheap route. Somebody might be willing to do a deal for you. That might be different. That might be, something, a good use of your money. But if you're looking at 3 or 4 bids and there's one that really sticks out as really low, there's usually a red flag unless they have an explanation of, oh, we got something for free or whatever the case is. But even that, it's like, what I've found, I've been called over the years as well from customers that did not choose us. They chose a different company based on price. They called back, they said, I wish I would have fully understood because we ended up spending more than your proposal to do all the work up front. It's somewhat frustrating, but at the same time, understandable. A lot of times in our lives, we don't have enough time to understand what is it that is being presented to me? What is this proposal? And so a lot of companies will do a foot in the door approach where it's just like, hey, give them a cheap estimate, knowing that things like this are going to come up and we're going to give them a change order to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate making this right. I'm going to estimate building a proper curb for this based on the size hole. I will order a custom skylight. It's not that much money. It's not that difficult. It takes a few extra steps, absolutely, but we'll make it right. We'll make this right, and they won't have to do anything in the inside of their house. They won't have to do anything else. It'll be all done. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm just rambling at this point, but I would encourage you, before you make a decision that's $10,000 plus, read through the scope of work. Read through it and try to understand it. And if you don't understand something, call that person. If it didn't make sense when they explained it to you, which I try to do with everybody I can, if it didn't make sense to you, then say, okay, what's different between these two? And then make a decision based on that. Now, not everybody's going to follow that. That's fine. but we keep on ripping up roofs that are 2, 3, 4 years old, and it's just unbelievable. It shouldn't be happening. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rambling, and remember, when you hire Robinson Roofing, it's not just a roof, it's a Robinson roof, and that's family name, family owned, and family operated.